The Innovation for Defense Excellence and Security, or IDEaS program, is the new Department of National Defense Innovation Program managed by the Assistant Deputy Minister of Science and Technology. It is an access to innovation program designed to encourage Canadians to help solve some of the toughest defense and security challenges. Most Canadians are eligible. The innovator in their basement, the small industry, the big industry, not-for-profit organizations, academia, and municipal, territorial, provincial organizations. The only ones who cannot participate are federal civil servants. Innovators own the intellectual property they develop under this program, and the Department of National Defense gets a license to use the IP for its own purposes, but cannot exploit it commercially. IDEaS has developed 8 elements that provide the Department of National Defense with the flexibility to access innovators and have them apply their expertise, regardless if they have a concept, a prototype, or near commercial product. IDEaS has 8 elements, 5 funding elements, and 3 enabling elements. We'll describe each in the next few slides. The IDEaS process begins with a Department of National Defense or Canadian Armed Forces priority and its associated hard problem. Those hard problems are transformed into an innovation challenge, which is then published to the innovation community. Innovators are engaged through the various IDEaS elements to identify potential solutions that can be integrated to create an improved defense capability. To cover some of the enabling elements, we'll cover a few, including integrators, ideation, and mobility. So ideation is used throughout the innovation cycle. It's initially used to define the innovation challenge. Ideation is a multidisciplinary session to transform hard problems into challenge statements, and it can also be conducted at any stage of the innovation process to help understand next steps or how the solution could be integrated into current research or other related departmental activities. Integrators are the department's own scientists or experts that liaise or monitor and provide clarity to innovators and recommend the potential for solutions for either follow-on funding, in other words, additional funding for a project, combining the solution with other potential solutions that are currently underway, or they can provide insight on its value to defense capability if that solution is ever integrated in the future. This role, in terms of an integrator, will exist for every element of IDEaS and for every project started under IDEaS. And finally, the mobility element is one of the key drivers for IDEaS, in the sense that IDEaS is very interested in terms that innovation can easily be shared by people working together. IDEaS wants to bring participants from academia, industry, and government labs together, and we hope to have sharing of expertise through personnel temporary transfers to increase awareness toward problem solution. Fundamentally, mobility can be considered for all projects under IDEaS and will be based on specific calls for proposals. Again, as I mentioned at the beginning of the presentation, the eligibility is very broad and represents organizations across Canada. And the intellectual property structure or rules are fairly straightforward. You keep the IP, but the Department of National Defense needs to ensure it has access to it. And finally, my recommendation is to join our distribution list to stay connected with our processes and our calls for proposals. You can get added to the mailing list by clicking on the link on the main page that says join our mailing list. Thank you.